Welcome.
Welcome, welcome.
Seems like we've been here before. Yes, it is Groundhog Day. And we welcome you to this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Greg Anthony. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
And the Clippers starting five. We'll see Powell and Leonard play in the forward spots. Bogdanovich is out there with Harden. And it's Zubac in at the 5 spot. Shot clock at 5. Hurdle finds Barnes. Shoots over Zubac. Barnes can't get it to go. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And you want to talk about winning recipes? These guys have it. 21 wins in a row. That's right, 21.
So few teams in the history of the NBA have ever put a streak like this together, so it's really impressive. My prediction, the streak continues.
Quickly looking it over. Dick passes to Purdy. Here's Ingram. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. There aren't too many players with a skill set as diverse as Brandon Ingram.
Yes, Kevin, you got to appreciate the tools that Brandon Ingram possesses. That comes with a lot of hard work. But this guy can score over smaller defenders. He's creative enough to draw contact against bigger guys and use that quickness. He's always been a scorer, but his playmaking ability over the past couple seasons, that's something that's growing and is giving them a chance to be very competitive.
Leonard against Barnes. Pass to Dick. Launches it. It's hauled in by Zubac. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Darko Rajakovic and I got a chance to talk for a little bit. Our coach told me the key is to stay disciplined on defense, especially when guarding James Harden. He said James is special offensively. He's a master at manipulating defenses and drawing fouls. Of course, they don't want to give him easy points at the foul line. Guys?
All right, thank you, David.
Offense clicking early here, 3 for 4 to start this one.
And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. And the dunk by Powell.
Well, Harden in sync with his teammates, and he's looking to create whenever he can.
Last outing for Toronto, they won that game against Chicago. Off three from quickly. Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Harden kicks to Leonard for the three. It's hauled in by the Raptors. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Yeah, in that game, the offense was firing on all cylinders, partly because the other team's defense was a no-show.
Yeah, with the defense struggling like that, I think they just stayed with a healthy, consistent pace to get that win.
Here's Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
All right, Harden still got some hops and finishing that one off with some power.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. And Darko
Timeout.
calls timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. R.J. Barrett's checked in for Brandon Ingram. The Clippers also changing it up. Derek Jones comes in for Ivica Zubac. And it's done in for Bogdanovich. Los Angeles on D. Here's quickly. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. 5 to shoot. Barrett for 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
They're finding some room there on the perimeter. The lefty, R.J. Barrett, knocks it down.
Here's Harden. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
It's Barrett on the wing. Guarded by Powell. They get it back. He uses the glass on the lane. Barrett's got 5.
The Barrett getting down low doesn't mean he can't be aggressive. He was on that play.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
The Clippers shooting their first free throw of the game. R.J. Barrett has established himself as a guy who can play a lot of different roles. Brent, a very versatile player.
A versatile player, Kevin, for sure, and the scoring has been there, but I don't think that's what you rely on with R.J. Barrett. You want him to be a complementary player that plays in different positions on the floor to put the defense at a disadvantage. He's that skilled, and he has that ability to grow that way.
All right, and just giving this my headset, I'm told we have Shams Charania, our 2K insider, on the line. He's not with us, and some important NBA news. Hey, Shams, what do you have for us?
Hey, Kevin. With the looming trade deadline coming up, it's the Memphis Grizzlies in transaction news. They were searching for a spark plug, so they went out and got Russell Westbrook. The former MVP is still one of the best athletes in this league, but they also acquired Westbrook for his leadership. He's a guy young players still look up to.
Thanks again, Shams, as always. From past the arc. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Puts the move on. The shot's good. He's got 9.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Los Angeles on top. They lead by 4. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
Olynyk is out there with Brandon Ingram. Then it's Barrett. Then it's Walter. And it's Shed in at the 1. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Barrett. And here is Los Angeles now. And the defense of this Raptors team, Greg, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier prospect.
Fires the 3. Drains the 3-pointer. Shed's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And Brandon Ingram at that size, able to survey the entire floor and make a play.
And Coffee gets it to go.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. That's tipped, and it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Kawhi Leonard.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Bogdanovich, who's checked in for Amir Coffey. Down against Barrett. Lets it go from deep. Barrett with another miss. Clippers leading by 5. Here's Dunn. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Dick. Ingram outside. Here's Purdy. Now Dick. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Not just a jump shooter. It can operate inside that restricted area.
And here is Dunn for 3. And Poeltl pulls it down. For Jakob Poeltl, his parents paved the way for him to become a professional athlete. And I'd say Brent did a good job.
Well, it's a good point, Kevin. They were doing some blocking of their own, just not basketballs like Jakob does. Both of his parents, members of the Austrian national volleyball teams, and building some roofs on some people trying to put down a few slams.
Here's Barrett. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Barrett's got 13.
RJ's instincts are to score, and his instincts are taking over right now.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And the Raptors with some changes. Barnes comes in for a limit. And quickly in for Barrett. The Clippers also making some changes. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Derek Jones. And it's James Harden in for Zubac. Quickly the pass to Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
Scotty's such a good dunker. This is why the D can't let Barnes get that deep inside.
And the basket by Harden. 11 points in the game.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Pass to Dick. Here's Barnes. Ingram outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Good work there as it goes. And now a 6-point Clipper lead.
And that's where Simmons wants to operate as a scorer. Foul line down.
Here's quickly. James Harden with the rebound. And so Harden will bring it up for Los Angeles. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
Yeah, they sapped the energy right out of the building in that one. They just were knocking down threes, and it was deflating both for the team and the crowd.
Count it.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
We love young Scotty Barnes. He can shoot, he can defend, and he can really pass. Brent, he seems like the ideal wing.
Well, there's a lot of things there, Kevin, that are very good. And you don't become an all-star at that position without those kind of abilities. But the responsibility of playing winning basketball consistently, let's see how that plays out for Scotty moving forward.
R.J. Barrett's checked in for Toronto. Quickly kicks to Barnes. Back to quickly. A three-pointer off the mark. Harden against quickly. Harden with the stuff.
Yeah, it's not a handful, it's a bundle of these kind of performances from James Harden. What a night.
Dick passes to Barnes. And so it's Los Angeles holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
James, big first half for you. What was the most important thing that got you going?
Just trying to be aggressive, trying to get out early and give a little spark to my teammates. And they followed along. So, it's just a matter of us not turning the ball over and getting stops.
So far, so good. Thanks, James. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Welcome to the 2K Sports Studio. Off the top, let's take a gander at the Players of the Month. In the West, James Harden.
Built to carry an offense. It always seems like Harden's up for this award. But this last stretch has been next level. His legs look fresh. He's 100% focused. Tough matchup for anyone right now.
And turning our attention to the first half, a positive start for the Los Angeles Clippers.
They've made it fun to watch. Some of the best players in the world doing what they do best, Ernie.
Yeah, when everything clicks, it can be the most beautiful game on earth. 5 guys with one mission. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with a step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, we'll see Powell and Leonard playing the forward spots. Harden out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Zubac in at center.
Terrific defense from Zubac. His team relies on him to help alter shots.
Dick with the steal. Makes it off the glass.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Here's Zubac, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Jakob Poeltl.
Such great concentration from Zubac. He's a man on a mission to just dominate the paint on a nightly basis.
That free throw, no good. Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg, what's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, you know, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
It's good. Harden's got 15.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Quickly with a wide open look. No good on the triple.
And this feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. You look at the Raptors. They're 7th right now. Not a bad spot, but certainly they'd like to string together a run of wins.
And for the Raptors, they've had an interesting season for sure. They're competitive, they're feisty, but they're not a team that's going to dominate for long stretches.
I just think if you're on the other side, how much are you looking at that team and saying, we're scared of them? So not a lot of fear from the opposition and what they're bringing to the table. They're good, they compete, but do they have that extra gear? I'm not sure.
Let's take a look at the numbers for Scottie Barnes.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Drills the three-pointer. He has 6.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Ingram against Powell. Shot is good in the Los Angeles leads. Cut to just 7 on the basket from Ingram.
Well, when he gets around there, because he's so long and so quick off the floor, Brandon Ingram tough to stop.
And the basket is good. Harden's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, they've only missed 1 out of their first 5 shots here in the second half, guys. Their offense really moving well, ball snapping, and the shooting looks to be in great rhythm.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the games.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
With every passing season, Quickly's role seems to expand.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he's had to prove himself over and over. And now that he has, I don't think you'll find nearly as many doubters as he had when he first came into the league.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Kicks it out to Harden. And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one errant pass.
The Raptors making a switch here. Barrett's checked in. And a switch here
Timeout,
also for the
timeout.
Clippers. Dunn's checked in. And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Taking high percentage shots has been this group's specialty. On your screen now are this month's field goal percentage leaders. James Harden, number 1. Second is Kawhi Leonard.
Both of these guys have been shooting with tremendous efficiency as the month has gone on. I don't know who's going to outdo who.
Quickly the pass to Ingram. To the paint. He's looking for Purdy and finds him.
He has the right partner, Ingram, creating the offense in the pick and roll, and that's a nice read.
That'll be a 5-second call.
A moment here to look at some numbers for Harden. First in shooting percentage. And he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And you're right. He's been the pinnacle of scoring efficiency. Never seems to take a bad shot. That's why he's tops in field goal percentage. Quickly finds Barrett. And he finishes nicely on the way. 15 points for R.J. Barrett.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Harden, no good.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Check with it. Zubac defending. And it's quickly missing.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Barrett the pass to him. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
Yeah, you could see that RJ had seen him open earlier and then got in the right spot to deliver.
Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam King. Harden against Quickly. Olynyk the pass to Quickly. And the rejection by Zubac. And he gets it back. From the arc. And that one's good. Abaji's got 5.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Harden gets the bucket. And the Clippers lead by 5.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
They set the pick. And here's Quickly for 3. James Harden getting it done for the Clippers. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21 points and counting. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Brandon Ingram's out there with R.J. Barrett. Then it's Walter. Then it's Kelly Olynyk. And it's Shed in at the 1 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Ingram from the arc. The Clippers grab the miss. Bogdanovich has got his 4th rebound in this one. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. And a 3-point play chance right here. 1 free throw coming up.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
But they've also put an emphasis on driving inside in this game. The defense hasn't been able to stop them from finding those gaps.
Pass to Ingram. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Jones slams it in.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
And right now is when you have to lay it on the line. Between the two teams, they've clearly been the aggressor.
Here's Shed, and they're staring at a sizable deficit.
And still within reach, though, that they have to rush this.
And this is what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Clippers. On Tuesday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers. Then on Thursday, they'll defend home court against the Indiana Pacers.
Well, they didn't have much trouble lately, but it's always nice to be back home. You get to see your family, and your day isn't consumed by travel. I could see them taking advantage of this home stretch.
Grady Diggs checked in for Walter. And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He has decided it's the right time to talk. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team. Now, he reminded his team, keep looking for the deep ball. If the 3 is there, take it. You've done a good job getting those looks, so keep taking them. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Barrett against Bogdanovich. Olenek the pass to Dick. Driving to the basket. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you look at Grady Dick's physical gifts, and you see it's all there. Size, length, careful training, and hard work could make him into something special.
The first one falls, and the Clippers making a change here. Powell's checked in. And both free throws good for Dick.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Down low. And Jones gets it to go in on the assist from Dunn.
Good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Here's Barrett. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And sometimes with that ball, RJ can put it in some spots where the defender gets on his heels.
Leonard on the wing. A ferocity inside by Leonard.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Here's Shed. The 3. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to Jones. Rebound by the Raptors. We're in the 4th quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone.
Yeah, he can surprise you around the rim. Well, Leonard has some lift.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And the basket by Harden.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
Here's Ingram. And he lays it straight in.
Ingram stepping up and sensing the moment.
And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th quarter. Here's Harden. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. 25 points for James Harden.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Cool and calm. Brandon Ingram. Wow.
Here's Harden. A 3 from Leonard. Bring it up for Kawhi Leonard from 3.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Ingram up top. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got his 8th rebound here tonight. And Bogdanovich kicks to Powell. Harden the pass to Leonard. Kicks it out to Harden. Shot clock at 6. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. Ingram deciding where to go with it. 1:05 left to play in the final quarter.
Smart defender. Zubac understands how to position himself to come up with blocks.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Los Angeles.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooter.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And on the year, looking at their record, this game will make it 49 wins.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for James Harden.
So sharp on the passing tonight. You know, guys can get into a rhythm that way, too.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Ingram. And that one is good. 24 seconds left in the fourth. Harden outside. It's hauled in by the Raptors. So the Clippers with the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks, Kevin. Congrats, James, on the win. This is a very tough team. What does it mean to beat them?
It meant a lot. We wanted to come out here and play with some energy. Guys made shots defensively. It was a gutsy win for us.
I'm sure you'll see these guys again. Thanks, James. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And now, our player of the game, James Harden.
I'll be right back.
Be right back. Okay. Back.
All right, y'all. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Peace.
Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching. You are now rocking with the best. Welcome.